network to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura
CNN has
Stiles
parted
and
ways
Rosenberg.
with Don Lemon. There was an announcement made yesterday. Don will forever be part of the CNN family, and we thank him for his contributions over this past 17 years. I'm like, no, he's not. He's gone.
He's 100% out of the family.
He's done. What do you mean? Don Lemon went on Twitter. He was like, I'm stunned. He was like arguing that management did not have the decency to inform him of his firing directly. He's like, at no time was I ever giving any indication that I would not be able to continue the work that I've done and loved at this network. And then CNN came back on Twitter and was like, well, that's inaccurate. He was offered the opportunity to meet with management, but instead released a statement on Twitter. So Don Lemon joined.
Well, by the way, those
CNN
could
in
both be true.
2006.
I'd just like to say those could very much both be true. So they may not have called him in for a meeting. They may have informed his agent, which could be true, but then also said they were willing to meet with him, and he was like, nah, I'm good, and went on Twitter.
Right.
So he still may have found out from his agent. The part I'm stuck on is how he said he never saw it coming when literally just watching from the outside, you could see it coming. I'm not saying, I don't no judgment either way, but I'm just saying, like.
Well, the New York Times is reporting that a most recent conversation that happened on the show with GOP presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy, I think is how you pronounce his last name, was on there trying to explain to Don Lemon how black people gained their freedom after the Civil War because of the Second Amendment, and Don Lemon wasn't here for that.
And the NRA specifically.
And the NRA specifically helped black people.
NRA, that black people owe their freedom to the NRA, was essentially what the person said.
Yo, Don Lemon, if that's why they clipped you, bravo, my G.
Agree.
You was doing you. You was doing you. You were being consistent with who you've always been. And the lady up there, Poppy Harlow, that sat on her hands the whole time while you were having this conversation, not that it was her conversation to get into, but she definitely didn't referee the convo at all. So she clearly was like, she's clearly like, they about to clip Don Lemon for this one. And keep note, CNN has been outspoken about, or people at CNN have been outspoken about CNN tailoring their content to be more conservative leaning as they try to chase down advertisers that still want to advertise to old people stuck in their house.
That's right.
That's who advertises on television.
So it does go with that. If in fact if they clipped Don Lemon for that really would be that they want to go more conservative. My guess is it was all the above, bro. They wanted out of the Don Lemon business for a while,
and this was the window.
But the thing that he said to that idiot who was talking, he was great in that is no reason to be fired.
Also, Tucker Carlson is out at Fox News. They just said we thank him for his service as a host and a prior to that as a contributor. That's it.
Now this one's even better.
That one's more surprising. That's the one that surprised me.
Yeah, no, this one's a goodie because Tucker Carlson, they discovered while they were doing the Dominion lawsuit that they just paid, $800 million to get out of? Was it $800 million?
More or less,
something
yeah.
Like that? To get out of it going to actual trial. In the discovery process, they found texts from Tucker Carlson going after other employees, asking them to be fired for not holding the lie the same way he was with the voting systems. Fox News still has a whole other lawsuit pending in the bill. I think this other company's asking for $2 billion. So they're trying to dodge something, Fox, because there was definitely documented, documented evidence of Tucker and others trying to hold this lie of the voting scandal. So this one's even better than Don Lemon's because we thought Tucker was bulletproof up there at Fox News because they were already a cesspool of effery and scumbaggery
and paid him $30 million
filth.
And paid him $30 million a year. You would have thought that he wasn't going anywhere.
But he'll end up somewhere. He'll be good.
In other news, remember we reported that Desiigner, exposed himself on a flight. And then later he put out that he was going through mental health issues. Well, now he's officially being charged for exposing himself on the airplane. Now they're saying that he actually masturbated in front of flight attendants mid-flight and was like nonchalant about it. And then the details are kind of wild. They're saying like a jar of Vaseline fell from his lap. I'm like,
whoa.
Oh my God. The FBI affidavit says a jar of Vaseline dropped into the aisle as he was getting up to switch seats. Fam.
Yo, he was going. He was.
According to the doctor, saying that he was aroused by the flight attendant and kind of showed her.
I hope he finds help, man, because something like that happening, obviously it makes a salacious story, and everyone goes, "Oh my God, that's disgusting," blah blah blah. But like, obviously, if something like that's happening, there are real things going on there that I hope he finds help for.